problem 2918 and 2918, and the minimum equal sum of two arrays after replacing zeros, right? So it's a greedy problem where you have given two arrays with zero, and the goal is to replace those zero with a strictly positive integers so that both arrays have equal sums, and we want to do this with the minimum total sum possible. Okay, so let's pause this video and go through the given statement so it will be easy for you to understand the problem. Okay, so let me read the question for you. So the question is saying that you are given two arrays nums1 and nums2 consisting of positive integers, and you all have to replace all the zeros in both arrays with strictly positive integers such that the sum of elements of both arrays becomes equal, and we have to return the minimum equal sum you can obtain, or -1 if it is possible. And for example, as you can see, we have given these things, right? So we'll talk about this example, but first understand the problem statement, right? So let's go over problem quickly. So what we have given, you are given two arrays nums1 and nums2, and they contain positive integers and some zeros. Okay, as you can see in the example 1, like this we have given, right? Now you can replace each zeros with any positive integers, right? You can replace each zero with any positive integers. That's important, right? Because any positive integers, and your task is to make the sum of both arrays equal, right? Means this array and this array, nums1 and nums2, right? We have to make the sum of both arrays equal. If you do the sum, like all the elements of this and all the elements of this, right, means our task is to make the sum of both array equal. Okay, and what you need to do, we have to do a lot of things to do that. Means you need to find the minimum possible sum that satisfy this condition. Okay, and if it is not possible, just return -1. Okay, I hope you understand the problem, right? So let's go to understand the example 1. So we have example 1, we have given what, 32010, and another we have given what, 650, right? And the explanation is saying that we can replace zeros in the following way. Replace two zeros in nums1 with the value 2 and 4, and the resulting array is 32214, and replacing 0 in nums2 with the value 1, the resulting array will be 651. Both arrays have an equal value of 12. It can be shown that it's a minimum sum we can obtain. Okay, another thing, we have given another example. It is saying that it's not possible to make any changes to make the value, because 2 is 4 and 1 4 is 5, right? And that is not possible to do that. Okay, you are understanding, right? What we have done here means this array we have given, right? Then we have replaced this one, right? But before replacing this, right, you can see we have 3 2 1. If you do 3 plus 2 plus 1, what we will get? 6, right? And how many counts are there for zeros? So 0 is 2 zeros are there, right? So 0 count is 2, means the non-zero element is 6 and 2 zeros we have given. If you talk about the second one, this is 6 5, right? So 6 plus 5 is 11, and 1 0 count is there, right? So if we'll replace the 0 with the minimum valued values, let's suppose with the 1, right? We assume each 0 is replaced with 1. So here 1 is there, right? So already we have 6, right? If we'll do 1 1, right, we will add 2 into 1, let's suppose, means we will get what, 8 we will get, right? If we'll do 1 1, all the 0 will become 1. We'll replace all the 0 with 1. What we will get? We will get 8, right? And here we will get what? 12, right? Means we need to make 12, right, in this one. So what other changes we can do, right? So the minimum possible sum for sum 1 is 8, and minimum possible sum 2 is what? 12, right? This is for now. Now think, let's try to equalize both sums with the minimum extra value. What are the minimum extra value? Since nums2 have 12, right, after replacing the 0 with 1, so this is coming 12, right? Now nums1 coming what, 8, right, with the 2 zeros. We have updated the 2 zeros with the 1, right, and then we'll do the sum of all the elements. We are getting 8, and here we are getting what, 12, right. So we need to replace those 0 such that nums1 will become what, equal to this sum 12, right. Currently it is coming what, 8, and this is coming 12, right. So if we have to do such a thing, right, that is, it will also become 12, right. Means if we'll do sum of this, means 12 minus 8, means this sum and this sum, what is coming, 4 extra is coming, right, over the 2 zeros, right. So what we will do, the optimal strategy is to replace the 0 of this nums1 with the number summing to 6, right, because previously 3 2 1 is coming, right, and 2 0 is left, means 6 was coming previously. We have to make 6 more, right, since we already have 6, right, and we have to accounted for 2 zeros are there, right. So what we can do, we will replace with the 0 and 4, right. So this will become what, as you can see, this will become what, 2, and this will become 4, right. So it will become what, 3 2 2 1 4, like this array it will become, right, and then it will become what, if we'll do all the sum, it will become 12, right. So now both are equal, and so the final result is what, final result will come as what, both are coming 12, right. So let's understand the code part to understand the code. And if you observe this problem, right, problem statement, so we have given two arrays, we have given, right, nums1 nums2 we have given. Now we will take two variables for the sum of the nums1 and nums2, right. Then what we will do, we'll write zeros, write 0 count, and how many count in the 0 in the array 1 and 0 array in the array 2, right. Then what we will do, we'll calculate the initial sum and count of 0 for nums1, right. This is very easy problem, right. So you have to just stick to the example that we have given, okay. So our purpose is to calculate the sum and 0 count, right. So 0 count we will do, if 0 is coming, we have made the loop of the 4, and we'll check if nums is equal to 0, we'll do 0 count plus plus. Otherwise what we will do, we'll keep summing the values of the elements, right. In this case we will do sum of 1 and the zeros. Similarly we'll do for the num2, right. Now coming to the replacing the zeros with the minimum valid, right. So what we will do, this is the minimum possible, this and this minimum possible sum 2. So if we'll do the sum of these zeros and sum of these 2, right, then what will happen. So let's suppose sum was coming what, 6. How many 0 was there, 2 0 was there. Sum is coming what, 11. It was coming what, 1 0, right. If you observe these two array, that this array and this array, right. So here it was coming what, how many coming, 6. This is sum 1 is coming 6, zeros count is 2, and in this 0 count is 1, and the sum is 11, right. So if minimum we will add for this, right, minimum value, so it will become 12, right, and this will become what, 8, right, that we have already understood, right. Means 0 count is equal to 0 and minimum possible 2 is greater than this. So this condition satisfies or not satisfied? Not, right. So minimum possible sum, this is coming what, this is coming 12, right, this is coming 12, right, and this sum is what, is coming 6. So the minimum sum is greater than this, right, but 0 count is equal to 0, no, 0 count is 2, right, and so we will not fall in this loop, right. Then we will calculate, what we will do, we'll return minimum possible 1 and minimum possible 2, because we need the 12, right, in this case. So we have already added this minimum possible 2, right. So which one is the max? So this is 6 and this is 12, right. So we will return 12. That will be our answer. Okay, so let me submit this problem. Yeah, so our code is working fine, guys, and let me know if you have any doubts in this problem, right, because this is very easy problem, and I know you will feel that it's easy question, right, but sometimes easy questions is tricky. So this is the tricky things. You don't need to do minus and those things, just you need to return the max one, because that is our output, right? So if we'll talk about the complexity, what is the complexity? See, we have given two array, right? So let's suppose the n is the length of this one and m is the length of this one, right? Means the first array length is mn and second array length is m. So we traverse each array once to compute the sum and count arrays. As you can see here, we are doing that. So all the operations inside the loops are constant time, and so it will take what? O of n plus m, because we are going two times, we are going for this array and we are going for this array, right? So O of n plus m, it will come. And for the space complexity, we are not taking any extra spaces, right? So we use a constants variable for the sum one, sums to 0 count 2, right? etc we are using here, and so it will no additional spaces we are using that, right? And so the value will come what? It will come O of 1, right? So I hope you understand, guys. Let me know in the comment that you understand the problem, and please hit subscribe this channel so you will get better videos each time. And I'm signing off. I'll see you in the next one.